Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee, today Nissan Stadium as these two teams square off for a chance to be the champion of the Music City Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Alongside the quarterback. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back, gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Wide open downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Caught in the backfield. It's Branch.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly, see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run the toss. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Stockton. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. DB's right up on the receivers. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
The Bulldogs are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Frazier. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
Those third downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder, but this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up first and goal.
The Dogs will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on third down.
Out for the offense, right? They went for it on 4th and 1 earlier. It was a big decision, a big gamble. They got it, and now you pay it off with the touchdown. Head coaches loving that.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Calling a hot route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. No, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Vols in a good spot here with second and short. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Finds his man in the middle. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. Four-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The Volunteers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Muscling ahead on third and short. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. And they do it there.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Big fella moving. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! Extra point here will tie the game. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the completion to the sideline. A solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship, Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Stockton. Buying some time. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Fires into traffic. Picked off.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of there. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football, just start rumbling and stumbling once he'd had possession.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them
zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And the Vols can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And the Volunteers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Aguilar. Grab near the marker, it's Matthews. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. He's snagged in the middle. It's Matthews. They'll immediately call timeout.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Vols can really attack on this second and short. The inside handoff. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Volunteers are facing third and inches. He'll try to get it through the air. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown ball.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Coming out with it, it's Branch. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. These corners going to give them some space. To throw, it's Stockton. Trying to burn this defensive back. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Looking to take a shot. Oh, he had it! The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Got his man. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Tennessee. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We've got to figure something out. We've got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going to the running game. Find some fresh air. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And the Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Quick release by the QB. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They get to the line quickly. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He lets one fly deep. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Dropping back, it's Stockton. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. On the ground, it's Thomas. There he goes. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
And the Volunteers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
And how about that third down? They go 5 wide. They'd spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
The Vols are flying down the field. Handoff to the single back. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for first and goal.
And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, this running thing doesn't seem to be working. Looks like they're going to have to throw it. But as we know, Dave, these windows down here, man, they are tight.
Super tight. I think you still got the QB that you can move. You can change the launch point. Try to do something to get guys moving one way. Take advantage going the other direction.
Might be changing the route. The play action fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And it's 3rd and goal, and listen, they're throwing for it. I get it, but you got to understand the shortness of the field down here and what I can get off quickly. I can't take sacks. I want to give myself that opportunity on 4th down to have a really manageable situation if I want to go for it.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throwing right. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead there.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner, Champ Bailey, or Keely Ringo, and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as anybody, you pressure the quarterback, force that ball out, the secondary playing great coverage, making big-time plays in the back end.
A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
I love that play call. Quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
And that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. line play action. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Dogs getting set on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw. It's Aguilar. Quickly to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's at hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Finds a tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And we're not used to seeing this from this offense. This offense usually clips at a really high level on 3rd down. They execute well. Tip your cap to the defense. They won that battle.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Going to the run, it's Thomas. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And the balls are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely center cut. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got an open man. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Frazier. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Gonna let it fly. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
The Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. sends it back in motion. Wants to throw again. Grab near the sticks. It's Thomas. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking downfield on first down. Going for it all. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. And now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Time is of the essence. Just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Backing up and backing up on the first two plays now to try to throw it and drive on third down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. And the Volunteers will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt is in the air on fourth down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that can